Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, doing a little bit of a mini showcase for you guys on the newest legend that has just come out on the Japanese version of the game, that is the new dual unit, Ace and Sabo. And I gotta say, this Wano art is so damn fire. I actually love it so much. So, this is the newest legend that just came out on OPTC JP. They are a Kizuna legend, so they are restricted to the Kizuna banners. Very, very similar to the Beach or the Fireteam Pirates, as well as Sanji and Pudding. And you global players, most of my audience being global players, do know how strong these legends can actually be. And Ace and Sabo is no exception. So, as a captain, they are a Rainbow Captain. Flat 5 rate boost as their dual form. 4.25 with a matching orb. Sorry, 5 times with a matching orb, sorry. 4.25 in their single forms, but they also have utility. I'm pretty sure as Sabo, you get Despair removal, or it might be Ace, you get Despair removal, and Sabo gets special bind removal as well. So, as their single forms, they both have utility, and as their dual form, they combined both of that. They make orbs matching, they give a 1.35 times HP boost. They are a very, very strong legend. They also have the new Super Switch mechanic that did come out with the 7th anniversary, very similar to the last tap. We did get the new mechanic of the Super Switch, and their Super Switch is so damn powerful. So in today's video, as I'm sort of rambling on you guys watching the content, I am doing a mini showcase as my JP count, as stacked as it is still fairly fresh. So unfortunately, I don't have many characters limit broken. You probably saw that in the start of the video. And I don't have that many subs, but I do have a lot of legends. So these teams that you will be seeing today are very pay-to-play heavy. But at the end of the day, this is just a showcase to show you guys, especially you global players, what is coming. And this should be the next Kizuna banner you guys should be saving for, as this legend is so much fun and is so damn strong. It just ticks every box for me at the moment. I'm just having so much fun with this unit. So their special is a 2.5 times orb boost to Free Spirit and Shooter units. They are Free Spirit and Shooter as their dual form. And Sabo is a striker, Ace is a shooter, both being Free Spirit. Free Spirit, you guys know how good Free Spirit is. It just gets stronger and stronger literally with every single update. With every single new release, Free Spirit somehow gets a buff, and honestly, it's one of my favorite classes in the game. So this unit just screams at me. And if you guys want to check out my summons, I'll leave a little card maybe earlier or now for you guys to check them out, as we actually ended up pulling some fire, but it didn't start overly great. But what does this character do? They're a 2.5 times orb boost. If you have a Luffy on your crew or as a support on this unit. So yes, as a support, Luffy can trigger part of their special. As you can see, I am using the new Super Sugo Luffy on my particular team, as we are using Mono Quick to take down Revolutionary Army 1. But with Luffy on the team, it actually becomes a 3-turn 2.5 times orb boost, which is just insanely strong. Their switch ability gives a 1.5 times rainbow boost, very similar to Sabo and Koala, but it is for all units on your crew. Full rainbow, and they make adjacent orbs matching, very similar to Shanks' crew. This unit, in my opinion, is like Shanks' crew 2.0, I guess, in a sense of, if you have both of them, you can do some absolutely wild things. As you can see, with the switchability of Shanks' crew, with the switchabilities of Sabo and Ace, we can not only get matching orbs, we can get color affinity, and we can get attack boost. With their special, we can get an orb boost. With Shanks' crew special, we get a chain lock, and it just works incredibly, incredibly well. As you can see, we're just absolutely tearing through Revolutionary Army 1. This is actually the first time I've cleared it on JP as well, and their special also has utility. So as you're about to see on this particular stage against Lindbergh and Curaçao, we're actually using that special as they remove 5 turns of Bind, Despair, and Special Seal. Now, you might think that that is a little bit counterintuitive, as a captain, they can actually remove Special Binds, and they can actually remove Despair, provided you are in the right forms. But look, sometimes accidents happen, sometimes we make the wrong choices with our switches, and this unit actually has a Super Switch mechanic, which I'll get into very, very shortly. But the extra utility is just very, very nice. And on top of the fact that they are a very strong orb booster, as well as giving color affinity, being a dual unit as well, meaning they have access to 2 colors, being Dex and Quick, means that color affinity is just way more viable compared to just a standard legend. So, what is this Super Switch mechanic that I keep rambling on about? Well, Super Switch mechanic is a new mechanic that has come in through the 7th anniversary, and basically what it does is once you've switched a certain amount of times, and in Sabo and Ace's ability, you would have just seen it right there actually. In their particular case, they actually need to switch 4 times, and then on the 5th time you switch, the super switch kicks in, and their super switch mechanic, instead of making adjacent orbs matching, actually gives you a full border orbs, and gives you a 2.25 times color affinity rainbow. Yeah, you heard that right. With their special too, actually, they actually also rotate block orbs, something I forgot to mention, which makes them even stronger than they actually already are. So, with their super switch, you can get a full border orbs. With their special, you can go through block orbs. You have utility, you have 2.25 times color affinity, or 1.5 if you are on the super switch. You have a 2.5 times orb booster that you can carry through stages. This unit can just do so much utility and damage, and I just love the combination. Another thing to note with these particular runs that you are seeing as we move on to the Dex variation of Revolutionary Army 1, something else to note is the friend captain I'm using is actually just the Treasure Cruise friend captain. There is no limit break, just a max level, no special level, no sockets, and they still manage to absolutely tear through content. They also have something in their captain ability that states that if you hit it perfect, they heal, very similar to the new lore that just came out in Japan. Or for global, someone like Komurasaki, where you hit perfects and you get healing, or Halloween Shanks. So the amount of this unit just does so much, man. Just does absolutely so much. Now, ideally, when you are team building with this particular unit, you do want to be looking at using Free Spirit or Shooter characters. That way, you can just sort of maximize the damage with their special ability. But the fact that they are a rainbow captain and they give rainbow color affinity, you really don't have to satisfy that criteria with your full team. As you saw in the previous team, I was using Shanks Crew, as Shanks Crew is just an amazing sub, removing special bind on themselves, giving you a 3.5 times chain lock, matching orbs, and a 1.5 times attack boost every single turn. In turn with that, they aren't actually getting boosted if they are in their dual form. Shanks Crew is a bit of an exception though, because they have a shooter class, which is just even better for this particular unit. But the fact that you want to try and find a place for a Luffy on this particular team as well, or Luffy as a support to maximize the 3 turns of the orb boost as well, just makes this unit so much fun to team build with, makes them so much fun to use in actual runs, and the fact that they have built-in utility, which you are about to see right here, as they can just remove 10 turns of Despair, very similar to Halloween Lore. They can remove 10 turns of Special Blind, very similar to Halloween Ace, or Shanks Crew as a captain. It's just so much fun to use, and so much fun to build teams around, as your options aren't sort of, you don't have everything at your disposal, but you have such a good array that team building can be so intricate and can be so fun, and you can also do some really, really cool things with this particular unit. Also, the fact that they are an Ace unit, the fact that they are a Sabo unit, they are ticking all the boxes for your fan favorites. I know there's a lot of Sabo lovers out there. I know there's a lot of Ace lovers out there. And the fact that we're seeing them in a Wano sort of sense, with Ace have been to Wano, and Sabo with that sort of hint that he could be somewhere in Wano with V3 Laws release, or that he has connections to Wano in some way. It's just really, really cool. Now, the artwork of Sabo and Ace directly comes from one of the color spreads. I'm not sure what chapter it is, but there's like a little dog in the background and stuff, and I love this character, and the fact that JP is just pumping out these crazy ass legends back to back right after their Super Sugo Fest is just absolutely bonkers to me. If you are a JP player, I guess the question is on everyone's mind is, should you summon? Now, if you are a newer player, I would advise skipping this banner, mainly because the anniversary banners are still out, and that part 1 banner is just such good value with such a high legend rate. If you guys check out my summons, you'll see that the legend rate on this particular banner is not overly in your favor to be pulling legends or even pulling this particular unit. The upside to the banner is it is a Kizuna Sugo Fest exclusive banner, which means you have access to 2 very strong legends. Sanji and Pudding, very good for fighter and cerebral teams, and the Fire Tank Pirates. Now, the Fire Tank Pirates are actually shooters, so they actually can work alongside Ace and Sabo. I have to double check what they do, but I have a feeling they're an attack booster for shooters. So the fact that these guys are a shooter booster sort of opens the door for a lot of very good shooter teams. But the big downside that I do find to this particular unit is they do have Ace in the title. Sabo isn't overly represented in a way that there's like a Sabo you have to be using, but when it comes to Ace, there is a character called Ace versus Akainu, and look, 99% of the time when it comes to that unit, well, I feel like most people are using Akainu. Akainu just seems to have that edge over Ace when it comes to Akainu versus Ace, but when it comes to shooter teams, versus Ace is just still so viable and can still output so much. The good thing to this particular unit is they are both orb boosters, so they both do fairly similar things, and it all sort of just depends on if you want the verse mechanic from verse Ace or if you want the super switch mechanic from Sabo and Ace. In my opinion, I actually really like this Sabo and Ace character more than Akainu versus Ace, but I am still a new player on JP. I haven't had a chance to really play around with Akainu versus Ace, and I'm sure once he comes to Global, or when they come to Global, I should say, I will do a little bit more testing and sort of get a feel for which units. But I've been having a lot of fun lately on JP. Let me know in the comment section below if you are enjoying the JP content. I will be sort of sprinkling a little bit of JP here and there. It was a lot of fun to use the new the new Koala as well that just came out on JP with the treasure map. So it was really fun putting her onto a team as well and getting this done with a mono Dex team that doesn't involve just running that brain dead Kaido team that you always seem to see. But nevertheless, this unit is a lot of fun. Very good classes, very good special, very good captain ability. In my opinion, I would have to say he's easily top 5. I have to sort of make a good judgment if you guys are curious to see a sort of a Japan tier list as I sort of make my way through my Japan journey. But that's going to wrap it up for me today, guys. Like I mentioned, if you did enjoy this one, make sure to belt that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button too. Guys, let me know in the comment section, please. I'd love to get some feedback how you guys are finding my JP journey. If you're enjoying it, if you want to see more content, I don't know if you guys want to see it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section below. So please go nuts, criticize, give me feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. But guys, most importantly, wherever you are in this beautiful world, make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, guys, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lights!